Let's get it on. It's Mr. Robot taking the first check. They go down to Mijovic right away. That's going to be a foul on the bull. And somebody explained to me how that man herds cattle up, and I've never seen a bull sit on a horse. All right, I'm kidding. Never mind. I saw some videos of him riding a horse, and he is very skilled at it. More skilled than me for sure, because I can't ride a horse at all. Anyway, the action continues. Mr. Robot looking for space, losing to Wilson. Now it's Mijovic. Back to Mr. Robot. They share that cookie. Get a shot up before the shot clock runs out, but you know what? That's a brick. Now Mr. Robot's going to have to deal with the strength of the bull, and the bull tries to go through him. That's going to result in a Mr. Robot foul. Steve Sir held up right away as Yan Song Wang didn't want him to get open on a screen. And they're going to keep looking for Sir, who is a deadly shooter. Doesn't make this one. Great rebound by Enkbot, though, tapping it to the bull. Ulaanbaatar is on the board. Stojicic gets the layup to go. Now Enkbot's open. He will pull one from two. That's a miss. And a foul's called underneath on Steve Sir, and the elder statesman here shakes his head. I don't think he agrees, but he's one of the nicest fellas ever, so he's not going to let you know about that. Maybe besides shaking his head. Handoff. Stojicic gets the screen. Steps back. Stojicic, no make. Doogie with the board. Oh, Doogie denies the screen. He's by himself. That one will not count. No continuation on the shot there. That will be on the floor. Take a look. He denied the screen, lifted his foot up to be sure. That foul came early. Smart foul by Wang, who realized he was beaten. So he made sure to not give up a bucket. But you know what? You're giving up buckets to this man, the bull, using that big hook. Stojicic, though, using his speed to catch the bull off guard. So now it's 2-2. Again, they go down to Davasambu, and it's just, how do you stop that man? His center of gravity is so low. And he looks like he lifts heavy things for a living. I know he doesn't, but he does look that way. So the fourth foul on Team Wuxi, who have no answer for their Gernyam Davasambu right now. Davasambu, he has an answer for himself after missing that free throw. This hook shot's a miss. Rebound ends up in a foul for Team Ulaanbaatar. Take a look as Davasambu jumps in to one of the Wuxi players. Turnover on Team Wuxi right away as Stojicic stepped out of bounds on the check there. So Davasambu will take a seat. Now, we've seen this play before. Doogie shares with Enkbot, and that's going to result in the fifth Wuxi foul. So 8 fouls and 4 points here in the first 2 minutes. It's a bit of a hackathon, people. Dugun Enkbot. That's a make. And that will be a check ball up top. Davasambu will step back on the court. Steve Sir will take a seat. They are going to tell the Bull and Mijovic to hold their horses, pun intended. Step back, no good. And then on the rebound, Doogie is called for the foul. Pulling down Mijovic. So, bit of a wrestling match here early, people. You see Doogie pulling down on Mijovic's shirt. Stojicic gets a Mijovic screen. Gives up to Mijovic. He goes into Engbot, loses his footing though. So Ulaanbaatar, they'll have possession, but Engbot, he turns the rock over. Taking a step too many. So sloppy offensive play on both sides and more fouls than points and action so far. Stojicic. No good, but Mijovic comes up with it. Stojicic again, 2 feet behind the line. That's a make for Stefan Stojicic. And a foul was called. I couldn't see who that was on. I do believe that's the 6th foul on Wuxi. Layup, serve, 4-4. Stojicic this time. Engbot shares with Doogie. They run a wraparound screen for Sir. Nothing there. Now Engbot's open. He's looking for Sir again. Steve deliberately gets himself an open shot. No make though. Wang stepping back. Slinging one in. 6-4 as that made the net wet. Engbot answers for Ulaanbaatar. 6-5. Mijovic now down low. Trying to attack Engbot. Engbot held his ground though. Doogie shares. The crowd here is getting up on their feet to support Wuxi. Oh, 3 seconds called because of the stingy Wuxi defense. So a warning is extended to Team Ulaanbaatar for discussing that call. As Engbot didn't feel like he was in there for 3 seconds, but he did get off 2 fakes in the paint and then try to go up. That's a long time to be hanging out there. Take a look at Wang slinging one in. So I think a coaching warning right now extended to Team Wuxi. Again, these teams all have some form of a coach. Some of them are here, some of them are not. As a player on the court, you cannot respond to anything that's being said from the side. And they did, so there's a warning there. But we're continuing. Stojicic. Wang slings another one, no good. Doogie. Oh, floaty. No beach time for him. Good defense by Team Ulaanbaatar. They leave Mijovic open. Mijovic side rims the rebound. Still ends up with Mr. Robot. Now Doogie with the quick hands. Doogie took the cookie. Now they try to share underneath Mijovic. Kicks the ball out. So no score for Ulaanbaatar, but a fresh possession. Take a look at Mijovic. We're not playing that sport, but it is a smart move. Ulaanbaatar, pretty play. Oh, very pretty play. Team chemistry. They keep oversharing though. At some point, somebody has to go up and try to make a shot instead of keep sharing the rock. Take a look as they overshare underneath, and that goes out of bounds. Engbot might have had too much butter on his toast here. The crowd's cheering for Wuxi again. Stojicic, can he make him happy? No good. And it goes out of bounds off Yansong Wang. So possession will go to Team Ulaanbaatar. Doogie, Sir looking for space. They're not giving him any. Doogie this time tries one of himself. He puts up Ulaanbaatar by one. Stojicic, he almost made Engbot fall. And a foul on Doogie. That's number 5 on Ulaanbaatar, and you see some frustration there. He had to take that foul to not give up a layup. That means they're one step closer to the bonus, though. Wang. And now the Bull picks up Ulaanbaatar 6, so both teams are at the bonus. In an extremely low-scoring contest, ladies and gentlemen. It's been more of a wrestling match. We got as many points as fouls almost. Sir finds Doogie, they find Steve. He steps behind the line, but again, no make. That will result in 2 free throws for Stefan Stojicic. Doogie can't believe it. And they try to go for the steal there, got a little too physical. That's not a smart foul. So Mr. Robot at the charity stripe for 2 easy ones. That's good. So he ties the game at 7, has an opportunity here to put Wuxi up 1. And he drops that one in like Fortnite, 8-7. The Bulls been a bit quiet since the start of the game. Didn't like his matchup with Mijovic, but it gets a pick and roll action underneath, and the Bull finishes tied at 8. Mijovic this time. Offensive foul called. Gritty play by Doogie, who ended up getting his toes outside of the arc underneath the basket. Take a look. He steps in here, gets his feet outside, catches the contact on his body. Incredible defensive play by Dugosia. And now Steve Sir will step up to the line. That's not a man you want to put at the free throw stripe. Shooting at a 90% clip. So both teams continue to foul even though they are in the bonus. And you already know what's going to happen here. Nets are giggling. He tickles the bottom. And a rare miss for Steve Sir from the free throw line. Engbot gets a little bit of space. Engbot will drop it in. Ulaanbaatar with a 3-point lead. They're switching everything underneath. Mr. Robot knows what to do with that switch, though. And then a kickball violation again as Lee put his big shoes out and hit the Wilson. And you can't do that to a Wilson. You have to be nice to the Wilson. You know, that's the one thing that's going to win you the game. Oh. First shot clock for Ulaanbaatar. It's the bull spinning and winning. That move was more magical than Fantastic Beasts. Stojicic again, dancing with the bull. This time he passes him up. He leaves it to Mijovic from the corner. Well, that might have gone sailing just off the coast here. That didn't touch no rim, I'll tell you that. So we've gotten to our second TV timeout. And it's not been a very offensive game, I'll say that. Look at Engbot's two. Put up Ulaanbaatar by 3, then Mr. Robot brought it back down to 2. But the offense has been staler than a century egg. Sir this time. Again a no. That board was almost picked up by Engbot, but he steps out of bounds. So Ulaanbaatar again holding on to a 3-point lead here with about 3:30 left to go in this game. A warning's extended for flopping. So I think we've seen every warning in the book out in this game, as well as a bunch of fouls. Stojicic, deep 2, and that's a make. I know y'all heard the net on that one. 12-11, then the bull goes back and gets a Ulaanbaatar bucket. Stojicic operating on the outside for another one, and you know what? That's also good. He ties the game up at 13 right at the 3-minute mark. Engbot spins. No make, it's his own board, but that ends up going out of bounds. So Ulaanbaatar, they had themselves a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a lead in this one, but 2 big shots by Mr. Robot cleaned that mess right up. We're at 13-13. We're under 3 minutes in this second quarterfinal here on day 2 action in Shanghai. And you know what? That's a 3rd one for you. 3 times a charm for Mr. Robot. Engbot answers for Ulaanbaatar. And the travel's called this time on Yang Sung Wang. But Mr. Robot, somebody put him out. He's on fire. 3 big shots by him in a row. And it looks like he got a new bionic arm. Stojicic again. He's the only one able to score for Wuxi this game, and that's 4 in a row. He's got 15 out of Wuxi's 17 points. This is a vintage Mr. Robot performance. And that man's in his bag like school books. The technical foul, though, is extended for behavior to Team Wuxi. So Steve Sir, he missed a free throw earlier, which is unlike him. And you know what? That's not going to happen again. So Wuxi right now, they are at 10 fouls because of this. So the normal foul was foul number 9. The technical foul was foul number 10. That does mean they're going to be 2 shots, but there's still going to be a rebound. Now, for you guys that don't know, and I'm going to explain this to you again. The double bonus at 10 fouls means you get 2 free throws and possession. But because the normal foul gets shot second, this time there's still a rebound. Ulaanbaatar, though, All the way back into this game. They're dealing with a robot on the loose. And Ulaanbaatar's up 1. We're at the 2-minute mark. They go back to Mr. Robot, of course. Spins, but forgets the Wilson. And then ends up with Engbot. Sir finds Engbot. They share it with the Bull again, and the Bull finishes it up off the glass. Now Ulaanbaatar's at 19. Can Wuxi answer this time? And a travel's called as Mr. Robot shuffled his feet. Take a look. Catches the Wilson, then jumps, and jumps again, and that's one too many. So Ulaanbaatar with a chance at game. They go looking for Steve Sir, and you don't want to leave that man open for a game shot. My goodness, Steve Sir, colder than Don Snow on that game winner right there. And Ulaanbaatar will move on to the semifinals after taking care of Wuxi for the 3rd time this year. Staving off an incredible performance by Mr. Robot, but look at Steve Sir. That's easy money. That's like a layup to him. Ulaanbaatar takes this one, 21-17.